moving on to a new objective, sir.
Yeah, you like that.
I need a decision,
Sorry.
soldier.
I've been all over Facebook. And then I went up and asked my wife, like, hey, I need you to do me a favor. If I'm being hypocritical or one-sided, I need you to call me out on my shit. Right there on that page. I don't know what he's doing, dude. I don't even know if he's playing. I sent him an invite. I've just been here by myself. I don't know.
I need a decision.
I swear he just comes home for lunch, plays like a game, and then just leaves it on. Or, I don't know. I think that's what he's doing.
I need a decision, soldier. Volunteers only.
Okay, just 2 hours? Yeah, dude, I went to work and carpet guys showed up hella late. So I was like, oh, fucking PO'd. So I was just like, hey, you guys need me here? No? Cool. Alright, I'm going home, so you guys just fucking lock up when you leave. I can't get anything done anyways with you here.
Volunteers only.
So, fucking deuces. And then my boss called. And, I was busy. This call. Alright, do I want to do this? Kinda. Fuck it.
Other things are...
Oh. What the? You off tomorrow? Right on. Yeah, my wife and I are gonna work tomorrow together. She's gonna clean up the house I've been working at. Get it all spruced up. Getting it ready for a showing. I'm almost done with it. I know, I gotta finish these ones too. I know, I got to... Let's see, is there anything that's tied in with these? Before I jump onto a third weapon type?
We have new orders. You ready for a challenge?
C5 headshots, that'll work. Finish first in a TDM match. Alright, you can do that one. Let's see, 15 SMG kills. Yeah, so let's just do this one with the LMGs then. I just pulled that through. I got mail. All that money. Stinky rich. Stinky. Whoever's in the chat, can you go ahead and message Gabe Sucks for me? I need that really bad. Really bad. He's in the party. I mean, he's watching, so come through, please. Gabe Sucks. Sauce it up however you like. I'll do a sweet trick on my scooter once I see Gabe Sucks in the chat. That'll be my treat to you. No love. Who love?
Explosive plant.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this. That's mean. Oh, I gotta do LMGs. What am I doing? I already fucking forgot about it. Gabe Sucks in the chat, please. Gabe Sucks in the chat. Search and destroy. I don't even know what I clicked on. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, Gabe Sucks. Oh yeah, I gotta do a sweet, sick trick. First try.
Search and destroy. Supply lines to side wars. Demolish their supply line.
Bet you I get sniped in the face.
The dock gate.
It's cold in the garage, so my fingers are slow.
You ever watch that movie V for Vendetta?
Yes.
And you know, like, Anonymous uses that same mask?
Yes.
So they've been coming around again.
They what?
They've been coming around again. And there's two theories behind our cell phone service. Like, I tried to call my mom on the phone, it didn't work, so I used Messenger instead.
Yeah, and I was having issues on Messenger.
Yeah, so it's either they hacked it and aren't letting anyone do phone calls, or T-Mobile and Sprint merged, and it's fucking up with half of Verizon and AT&T's cell services too.
Bomb defused.
Probably the second one.
Yes, but Anonymous is also has a Facebook feed,
Regroup.
a Twitter feed, and they posted a map, and it's just like
Search and destroy.
either
Supply lines to side wars. Fire
they're
explosive on the
doing
move.
someone's doing something to us.
Demolish their ordnance. Crush the enemy supply line.
Oh. You want to send it to me?
Yesterday, web podcast that I listened to, and specifically covered and like the whole history behind it.
Send me that one too.
Explosive plank.
There's a documentary on it, but she just basically cuts it, basically word for word, almost word for word, what the documentary says. So I can send you both.
Yeah.
It's like an hour long though.
Yeah, alright. Takes me an hour to drive to Linwood.
They're bunkered in the dock.
I have
Defuse the explosion.
AT&T. My shit is good.
Cease fire.
She's gonna send me those clips. I'll send them to you guys too,
Search and
so you can see
destroy.
what she's talking about.
Fire and move. Demolish their supply line.
I don't know, man. I've been going down a little bit of a rabbit hole
Grenades first.
the last couple of days.
The dock gate.
I don't know. I'm just glad I'm taking a whole pill. Let's just say that.
Enemy is down. Stun grenade first.
Mother bitches. I'm a bitch. I deserve that. I deserve that. Because I'm a gangster. That's all I can think about, Josh. This is interesting. This is very interesting.
Regroup. Search and destroy. Supply lines decide wars. Go! We have the explosive. Demolish their ordnance and crush the enemy supply line.
So what she was talking about is a map. It's a digital attack map, and it's actually, I've watched some footage about this from Russian intelligence, and it's called dissimulation, I think is what he called it. But basically the theory is that you control the what a group of society sees throughout their life, so they develop a set of beliefs and principles that they will then teach to the next group while they are controlling what they also learn. So after 3 generations, you can completely brainwash and manipulate the thought process of a society. I did something, fuck you. And so, yeah, it's talking about that, and it's this is showing the feeds of data being sent across from other countries here. So basically, we're digital warfare. They're controlling what we see and what we do, so that way we tear each other apart and weaken our society to the point where we're weak enough for someone else to come in and seize. Mass brainwash, yeah. It's super easy to manipulate masses given a platform and a label. Very, very easy. Think about how easy I can manipulate my children. Only because they think of me as their leader. It's incredibly easy. Incredibly easy. Now what he's talking about is real. That's real shit. It happens. It's done. They do it. Whether or not that's what's happening right now, and that's what it is, I don't know. I mean, when I see shit like jazz and the nonsense that they're fucking talking about with what I see, and I'm like, I fucking live here, it kind of makes it hard for me to disagree with the possibility. The news wants to say that fucking in Chaz we're harassing and overthrowing people, and it's all an act of terrorism and seizing the land and stuff. I'm not talking about all the educational stands that are there, the health stands that are there. People are bringing projectors and shit and broadcasting different documentaries on black culture. It's not talking about all of the homeless that were sick and nearly at death from all this corona shit because of the lack of resources they could get to. They're all there nursing them right now. We had a serious homeless population problem, and we don't now. The only thing that's different between last when they were talking about it and now is an epidemic. Just saying. Not too far off, right after the Avengers came out, talking about natural selection and sick and wipeouts and kind of stuff, huh? Just like never mind. I won't put it up on this. Never mind.
You showed real grit out there. Damn fine work, soldier.
I don't know. I'll tell you what though, when I was on baby leave and I was at home for a week and a half and all I was seeing was the news, we didn't go anywhere really. What I thought was out there, what was being told to me was out there. And then when I went out, were totally different things. Hey, fuck you, guy. Okay, this chat's about how much Gabe sucks, not me. Eat a dick. My hands are freezing. We're getting deep here. Okay? Just telling my wife too, like, I wonder sometimes. Because I also saw some footage of corrupt literature being taught at schools. It was later to find out corrupt. And there was shit that was taught when we were at school. Think about how many times, like, I don't remember a time my parents dove into my history books and literature books and shit. So I don't know. They don't know half the shit that's been fucking imprinted into my brain. I didn't question any of it. Who wrote those books? Did they have an agenda? Was there an alternate idea? Subtext? I'm just saying, man. I don't trust nobody no more.
Search and destroy.
Why am I playing Search and Destroy? Did I do this? I must have did this. I'm leaving.
Demolish their ordnance.
Jesus wrote the books. Who taught Jesus how to write? I want a cookie. I want a cookie. Jesus created writing and taught us. Let's see. Let's get a joke here. Why don't grasshoppers go to football games? They prefer cricket matches. What's a surfer's favorite detergent? Tide. What do you call a horse and bee that live in the same neighborhood? Neighbors. Neighbors.
It's a killing end,
Domination. Securing Anton. Remember your training. Make us proud. Enemy control C.
Hey, I need a headshot. Hold on. Give me your face. Give me your face!
Taking C. Enemy controls B. Closing with Anton. Taking A.
I'm good.
Captain Bertha.
I don't want to use this LMG.
Enemy contact at Anton.
Bitch.
Taking B.
Got a kill. Suck it! Oh, here we go. Ooh, watch out now.
Taking A. Taking B. Capturing Bertha.
Yeah!
Securing Bertha. Capturing Kaiser. C captured. Enemy taking C. Package ready. Airdrop on your signal.
Ooh!
Taking B. Recon searching for targets. Care package descending. Protect the drop zone. Securing Bertha. Fighter pilot in your area. Call for a strafing run. Capturing Anton.
Fuck you!
Taking A. Enemy taking C.
Ooh, you wanna fuck on me, huh, sniper guy?
Fighter pilot inbound. Strafing the
That's what
target.
you wanna do? That's what you wanna do, motherfucker? You wanna fuck on me, sniper guy? Fuck you.
Capturing Bertha. Enemy contact at Kaiser. Good work. Prepare for the next advance.
Damn! Why didn't the approaching black hole concern the astronaut?
Domination.
He just didn't understand the gravity of the situation.
Move out and take position. Hostiles inbound. Securing Bertha.
Fuck you!
Enemy flamethrower in the field.
Did we scissor each other on the way down? One, two, get fucked.
Aircraft in the air.
Aw. Who's this guy? I need a hedge. Okay, cool.
Enemy bomb incoming. Get to cover. Securing Bertha.
What do you think about aliens, other planets, outer space, etc. like that? Okay, so hope you got time. Here is my super crazy theory that I want to believe. I want to believe, okay? Also the most unlikely. So time is an infinite. It's an infinite loop, right? Like this. This is time. So it's always repeating itself. So we gotta assume that the cycle that we're on has been done before.
Taking B.
So with that
Enemy
principle,
striking on inbound.
another society has grown to the levels we've grown to, and also, my guess, demolished. But I also know that given a certain level of skill, knowledge, and technology, crazy shit can happen, and survival is something everyone wants to obtain. So I do believe that there's been societies that have overran planets and moved on from said planets because eventually we drain our resources. It's just how things go. Or we take all the resources and we bring it in outer space and such. But so with that, I do believe that there are societies that are in outer space. I do believe that they are linked up in some form of government stature, like we have, just because everyone wants to have power. And you're gonna create some sort of chain of power to work through. Yeah, so if you, let's see. So yeah, so I do believe that there's also a government entity as well amongst everybody. Because you're not going to just roam around and not pay attention to what's around you. You got to protect what you got, Now there's also been unexplainable jumps in our evolution, on our growth rate as, from caveman to now, and, all that stuff, if you go the evolution route. And so, no objectives. So, I like to think of it as a whole life. Think of evolution as a whole adult lifespan. Caveman would be our, age 2. 1 through 2, age 1 through 2 of what our life expectancy is. Just barely kind of figuring things out, but relatively dumb. And then, you grow up a little bit from there. I think right now where we are is probably, I would say, as a overall planet, I'd say we're in our about 19 years old. Just because it seems like we're very egotistic right now. Very egotistic, greedy, ambitious, denial, just a lot of that. And just, it's just a very immature sense of things as a whole, right? So I'd say that's where we are right there. But as we advance and learn more, and go through more hardship and learn from the history that we're creating, I think that, you know, eventually we'll reach a point that outer space will be an option for us, but not until that's I don't know, I guess earned, for better lack of words. For a lack of better words. I think I said that backwards. But that's where I am with that. But I don't know. I know we don't know nearly as much as there is to know. We're incapable. We wouldn't be able to handle it. Well, I couldn't. I can barely handle the little bit of chaos that's happening now. Release a bunch of truth. I don't know. I'm not sure how much of my life I own, but I like to say I got a pretty good... I got a pretty good stock on it. Pretty hefty stock. About this state, or our humanity. Dude, more than you'd fucking even believe, bro. Like, ever since I had a kid. Like, honestly, like, when people say having a child changes you, if it doesn't, it's because you're a child. But you realize that, because you start having flashbacks when you have a kid. You start having flashbacks. You remember certain things, and then, you know, they'll do something that you do, and you're like, well, holy shit. How'd that come to be? And then you're like, okay, well, where did I get that from, and why? And then you get that flashback, and you figure out what happened and what it was. Now, you gotta assume that everybody else has had those same experiences. And so you just start to get a grasp about how impactful every word you say is, how impactful every gesture, action, everything comes around. Karma may not be real, but if you have your hands in the world around you and you're feeding it negativity, the rest of everyone's gonna pick up that negativity and carry it out, and you're gonna get bad karma around you. So yeah, I mean, that's the reason I mean, honestly, I got out. I'm not in the military due to the medical shit, but I knew a year and a half in that I wanted out, and it was nothing against the military. I say, you know, sometimes I hold grudges and stuff, but it's not the military. It's because the logo, the organization didn't do anything to me. It was individual people that rubbed me the wrong way, and that's who I'm talking about. But I don't make that distinction when I'm talking to people sometimes when I'm in my fields, and so that's where that gap is as well. So, you know, I'm as guilty of it as anybody else. But when I was in the military, I remember I was deployed when the Paris stuff happened. I was deployed, and it made me sick to my stomach to see that stuff happen. And then there was that Facebook live feed of that woman filming her husband dying on live Facebook. I watched that while I was eating my lunch, deployed. And so I was deployed, and I was happy, and I loved it. You know, I thought that I am grinding and away from everything for the smiles of everyone at home. I honestly, like, this is no bullshit. Like, that was what kind of gave me a chub, man. It's like, it was that. But then I go and I look on the TV, and I care about something no one does. I care about something no one does. And so why am I going to protect a dream I have for you if all you're going to do is poop on the dream when it gets there? You know, like, it's like, I'd rather just get out of the military and make that dream come true for my household. If you won't let me do it for everyone else, then I'll just do it for my household. But yeah, dude, I think about it all the time. I don't know. I'm constantly trying to, I don't know, analyze myself. And like, and if there's anything I'm trying to make clear when I'm talking to my family and different, and like posting this crazy shit, it's just like, just ask the question, just analyze. Just analyze. And I'm not just meaning like with just what's happening right now. I mean just like with everything, because you're gonna find so much more if you're just analyzing things. You know, there's more to. So let me make an example. I took a behavioral class. I was only in it for like a couple of weeks, but when I was in it, what's it about in general? What is your fear? What is my fear? Hold on, I'm gonna think. So I don't want to give you some bullshit ass answer like, oh, I'm afraid of fucking drowning. Like, no, I want to give you like a real fear. I don't know. I guess my biggest fear would be that I don't know. I was just wrong. That I was wrong. So ever since I was a kid, man, I told you, I always had this plan. You know, that 40 and I was gonna get all this. You know, I'm gonna get this. I need to get this life for everyone else and for this reason and that reason, and I had to do it by then. If I'm wrong, it's my biggest fear. Or even on the other hand, dude, that I'm right. Maybe 40 and fucking can't play with my kid. Maybe right. I don't know. I think that. I don't know. That's gotta be it, man, because I definitely don't want to think about that. That's gotta be it.
Check your weapons. Hunt the enemy.
Yeah, just being wrong at the end.
Move out and take position.
Everything I did is for nothing. Or all this hard work I did in preparation for, on an unselfish note, I guess, for a greater fear. It'd just be, I think, for, like, my kiddos. You know, like, they, like, I don't do them right. I just don't do them right.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Is there ever a time you feel like a failure? When I have a, it's probably closest thing to being a failure, because I think, like, in a non-cocky thing, you know, everyone has their greatness, and they always have their downfall, right? And I do believe that everyone, unfortunately, has to be balanced. You know, you don't get one thing without, jeopardizing another thing. And so I think I'm an extremely gifted individual on the ability that I can just pick up things when it comes to, like, working and my hands. Just, I don't know, if I can do it with my hands, I can do it. Just flat out. If it comes to using my hands, I can do it. So I don't know. I feel really successful in that sense, but dude, when I wake up and like I can't get out of bed and I have to turn the shower on and fucking just lay at the bottom till the muscles loosen up enough to fucking move, and then I gotta go and lay down on the fucking floor and put my fucking socks on, and then I gotta walk out that bathroom like I didn't just do any of that. Last thing I want is I tell my wife that she's gotta stay home and watch her kids, and that I have to go out and work, and then all she just sees me is destroyed. I don't know. Those days, and it's not every day like that, but those days I feel I feel like a failure. I feel like I was fucking gifted a broken life. But then immediately after, you know, I got my kids, and they're the greatest legacy I can ever be, so it's all good. Once when I woke up, I was like, nope, I'm amazing. Easy, Josh, you're just an average everyday badass. Kick ass on games one day, next day, killer bees, baby, killer bees. Terrible, good, terrible, good, terrible, good. Yeah. I also... Oh, what's it? I didn't know it. What happened? No dead air, bud. That was a beautiful session right there. Beautiful what do you mean, dude? I did terrible. I wasn't even paying attention. I was talking to you. Gabe Sucks in the chat. Hey! Gabe Sucks in the chat every time. If there's one catchphrase, if I blew up, if there's one catchphrase I'd like to just flood my chat with all the time, it'd just be Gabe Sucks. Like, I don't know if you watch No Life Shack, but he fucking trolls on Ja Rule like all the time. So that'd be you. I'd be trolling on you like that. I honestly think though that if I never went to the doctors in 7th grade or 9th grade for my back, that I think my life would be better. I had to think about it if I could still obtain my wife without, if I took away all the back stuff, and I think I can, because it hadn't really affected me yet in my life choices. So yeah, I think my life would have been better, because I think the doctor put it in my head early, and I made it worse. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Hey, dude, if I had the platform, I'd talk like this to anybody. Honestly would. Because if I can be a vessel, for growth, don't know. I mean, like I told you before, dude, I honestly, like, since a child, man, I honestly thought that our two purposes in life are reproduce and better the human race in some shape or form. Because if you're not assisting your evolution, what the fuck? I mean, if we only get one life and it really doesn't matter, wouldn't you want to? I mean, if you advance it, you could change that. Why would you just ball out on and go nuts on a life that it's not going to mean anything? It's really not going to mean anything if you just fucking do nothing. I'm not saying you have to go out and be like a doctor or a surgeon or something, but if your gift is fucking walking to and from work and smiling at people at the bus stop, so that way maybe they don't have a shitty day, then maybe they don't answer their phone call in an asshole manner, and maybe someone doesn't yell at them, and maybe they decide to fucking pay a bill early or on time. I don't know. The chain of effects is bigger than most think, or most give even the chance to think about. I think if you don't have that idea in your head, then, or at least think it is true, and it's totally fine. I mean, you don't have to be like a people lover or unselfish. Like I'm saying, you know, you can be selfish, but definitely don't be fucking nosy. Then you better mind your own fucking business if you're gonna be selfish. Don't speak for the people. I'm here for people. I don't like money. I'd burn $100 bill right here now if my wife wouldn't kick my ass. I want some chips. Gabriella. We're not doing well on these orders. That's all good. Let's get another dad joke in here. What do you get if you cross a sheepdog with a rose? A cauliflower. Yep. That's the joke.
Advance and take position.
I might have to set up my heater. Hold on. Hold on.
Enemy recon aircraft in the air.
Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Nice and toasty right here on my hands. We got the setup here, boys. Oh, now I fucked it. Now I fucked it.
Enemy recon recon aircraft in the air. Enemy care package observed. Deny the enemy resupply.
A little slanted, it's cool. See that belly flop? Shit was tight.
Enemy fighter pilot, fall back. Enemy care package observed. Deny them their resupply.
It's too dangerous in there. Bitch! Bitch! Oh, you got one of those? I got one too, motherfucker! He fucking rebounded it. His was cooler. Asshole. You think you're cool, motherfucker? Bitch. Fucking walk around with a sword. Oh, how'd you get back here?
Searching for targets. Enemy recon aircraft in the air. Enemy counter recon aircraft observed.
I'm just gonna troll my teammates on this one.
Fighter aircraft approaching target.
Shit. I don't even know. Oh, he's over there. Asshole. Dish bitch. Got him. Piece of cake. Remember me, motherfucker? So, I'll get that wall bang. You just wait. Motherfucker. Hold on, I got one more. Shit!
Failure is unacceptable. Fight harder next time.
My heater's off. That's why I lost. That's why. That's why. You know what's funny is I can only talk about this stuff with you guys. I was telling my wife this. Other than my wife, got no one here. Like, could have a conversation this open-minded. Gay. Not to shit on them, I mean, that was me. I was like that until I left. So I can't blame them. Just sucks. That's why I kind of moved into Oregon to be cool. Because then I'd just be like alone because of location. I gotta pee! I'm gonna do a sweet bunny hop because I don't want you guys to think that like I'm hella emotional and shit right now. I was like 2 feet.
Cover me! We're winning the fight!
Alright, so good news, bad news. Good news is we're gonna use this class. Bad news is fuck LMGs.
Eliminate the enemy team.
Yeah.
Advance and take
Yeah,
position.
just fuck them. Fuck LMGs. Fuck LMGs.
They're on the move!
Hold on a second.
Recon
I think
airborne.
it's popping up stuff.
Strafing run inbound.
I'll pull them up on my phone. Take the volume off. Okay.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.
Yeah, that's super weird. It's not even showing up on YouTube. I don't like what I'm talking about. They're stopping me. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not that important. Scared me!
Grenade, run! Enemy recon aircraft
I'm just a
observed.
man with a message without a voice. I don't even know what the message is. I just know I want to give one. Or I should. I should. You popping out?
Throwing a grenade! I need ammo!
It's an hour. I'm gonna fucking end it and fire up another. Just take me a second.
Enemy recon aircraft observed.